This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
So I snapped it one day going about 120 mile an hour. That's what I do when I drive down there.
And co-host Marnie Winfield.
There's a phrase on top that says, do what you love. I'm going to put that one in my office.
It is the 24th of May, 2022. My name's Corey Winfield.
My name is Marnie Winfield.
And I don't drive 120 mile an hour. I drive 122. And sometimes I like to go fast. Not because I'm late, because I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Are you?
Yeah. I arrive when I'm supposed to.
You are pretty punctual.
I mean, there might be a set time of, hey, let's be there at 5, and I might roll in about 5, whatever, but that's when I'm supposed to be there. That's when God wanted me there. There was other things keeping me so busy. Well, I just couldn't get there right at 5. I mean, I was shooting for 5 when I woke up that morning, or I saw the invitation. I was like, yeah, 5 o'clock, I'll be there. That's cool.
So you just go and you're like, I intended to be here on time.
That's all you can do, really. You know, it's a life lesson. That one's free. But now, welcome to the 217 Recovery Podcast. It's episode 650.
Wow.
You know that. That's crazy.
Feels like it.
Yeah, I've done them all.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many you've done. You've done a lot.
I've done a lot.
Like you're definitely the co-host winner of the co-host awards.
I would hope so.
Yeah, you've done the most. It's hard. Like today, I didn't want to do a podcast. You didn't either.
No, I've been going since like 6 o'clock nonstop.
Yeah, I set my alarm for 7.
You did. And you took every little golden second.
Did you hear when my alarm went off? I was like, ugh.
No, I was busy, like already almost out the door.
I was like, ugh. Do I have to? And I was like, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Good gentleman, take him treatment.
How was that ride?
Oh, it was interesting. To tell you the truth, it was very interesting. I love getting people from jail, taking them to treatment, because I figure that's probably going to help them a lot more than jail is. And it's cool that the jail that he went from even allows that. So big props to them.
Mm-hmm.
But one minute he's like, yeah, you know, you need to be done with it. But there's these herbs that I can take, and, you know, I can drink vinegar to clean me out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you realize what you're saying? Like, that's drug seeking behavior. Like, you don't need anything. Oh, but, you know, sometimes, you know, I might smoke weed again, you know, in 5 years or something. I'm like, look, bro, I'm not going to tell you to smoke weed, not smoke weed. I'm glad they're not putting people in jail for weed. Oh, if you're driving and smoking weed, they will. But, you know, like just busting people with weed, I'm glad people aren't going to jail for that anymore. But I'm not going to tell anybody what they're going to do or what they can't do. Do what you want, man. Smoke as much weed as you want. Me, I can't. I have a problem. And it's called not stopping. And weed's not what I want. Alcohol's my thing. And everybody I know, every single person I know, it has always led them back to their drug of choice. Mm-hmm. That's facts. And I mean, unless I just haven't been meeting the right people, I don't know. But everybody that I know, it's always led them back to it. And for me, it's just not worth it. So I don't smoke pot. That's just me. Right. Hey, anybody else can do with that. Whatever they want, man. And I told him, I was like, I don't have time to be policing everybody else. And I told him that should come to him as well. You know, like, it doesn't matter what other people choose to do or choose not to do. It only matters what you do. And he was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I never really thought about it like that. But, you know, just to enhance the movie, you know, just smoke some weed to enhance the movie. Or, you know, I used to take mushrooms and go when the trees change color, and I'd walk in the woods. And I told him, I was like, the thing is, man, get some time under your belt and you'll realize it's just as cool.
Yeah.
But now you remember it for real, and you were there, you were present. You want to connect with nature? You don't need a drug for that.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to smoke some weed and I'll see spirits. I'm going to do some meth. I'll see spirit. No, you won't, man. Well, you might, but you're not really connecting with nature. You want to feel at one with nature. Go out there, sober, meditate.
Yeah.
That's at one with nature, my man. And you'll get a little spiritual high from that for sure. And I'm trying to explain that to him. And I said, man, hopefully one day it all works out for you. You know, I hope it comes together, and I hope you can figure it out, because there's nothing better than being present and, being sober in the day for sure. So that's how that ride went. I was like, get on my car. You're here. Jesus said. No, on your Tuesdays are busy anyway. And then we had an event at the library.
We did.
The boy showed up with a table drop. That's about it.
I've never seen such ill-prepared setup.
Well, I mean, by the time I got home, I had to shower, I had to scrub down. I head over there. I was looking fly, though. I was wearing my new blue.
Yeah, it was nice.
It looked all right.
But you were there, so that's good.
Yes.
There was no materials at all or cards. Well, there was like 4 cards.
Yeah, I had to pull from my wallet.
They're probably all beat up like they got chewed on by a rat.
No, they were just in my wallet. Well, and the table drop was dirty. I don't know. We were so tired when we got home from the UFAM rally. It didn't occur to us. And plus, I didn't really have anything to do with like wrapping things up or putting things away. I was just trying to track down equipment for 2 days. Afterward, that it didn't occur to me, hey, there's mud all over the table drop. So I pull that baby out, and the library is like, oh, there's mud all over it. This is great. And there's one brochure in there, which I went to get out, but there was mud all over that. And I was like, well, let me just put that back in the bag. Throw some business cards out.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I stole some candy from the Catholic Human Services table. They were right next to us.
No, it was like you walk in and there's like this length of table to table to table, each agency after agency with all of their colorful, beautiful things, and then different
displays,
bowls of different snacks and coffee cups and trinkets, and then there's you, just a blank. It's a table with nothing on it,
well,
but like one Ricky card in the middle and like 2 Tootsie Rolls and a Dum Dum.
Are you talking about us?
Yes.
We were just standing there. It was Ricky, me, Casey.
You're talking about us, 2 Tootsie Rolls and a Dum Dum. That's funny.
I'll be the Dum Dum in that one. But no, I mean, well, I don't know. Like you just said, it's in the Minion bag, and I said, okay. Because you asked me yesterday, are you ready to go? You're prepared? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, where's the table drop? It's in the Minion bag. I'm like, is it in that closet? Or no, you told me it's in that closet. I was like, perfect. I don't have to go digging through like mounds of houses that we have in this other closet.
Are you on a mission right now to totally validate you not bringing anything?
No, I'm just saying, like, this is how it went down. This is the word on the street for real. And yeah, I didn't know where anything was at. I don't know. Anyway, so that's how that happened. It was fun. And I was tired, and I'm not going to talk about the person that was there that just disgusted me, but it was tiring. And then we get home, and then I make my lovely wife a meal.
Yeah, you made a wonderful turkey sandwich. It was so good. It totally hit the spot. That's exactly what I needed.
Cut up the cheese and everything.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Lettuce on there.
Yeah, that's what I do. Even washed it, so it wasn't dirty.
That's so nice of you.
Yep, and now we're doing a podcast, and it is 8:50 p.m. So that's how our day is going. And you're tired, you need a shower, you just want to go to bed. And guess what? Tomorrow we get up and do it all over again. Except
yep.
Casey and I, we're going to go, at least I get to sleep in tomorrow, I think. We're going to the reservation just north of Sutton's Bay in Michigan, and we're going to do our outreach stuff and pass out some materials and, talk to some people and do some stuff. That'll be good.
That'll be good.
Yeah. But it's about doing the stuff that you don't want to do sometimes, and I preach it all the time, and this is kind of like a testament to that, and this is why we're doing the podcast again today, 6:50, woohoo! But it's a lot, man. It takes commitment, it takes work, and a lot of people want to start a podcast. Casey and Ricky want to start a podcast, and I thought about just, hey, man, we got so much equipment here, yeah, I could just give it to you. But then it's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to, I'll take away from their rags to riches story. That's song by Drake. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now my whole fucking crew here, or however it goes. Like, same shit, like I'm taking away from them. If I just give them all that stuff, where's his story? Oh, yeah, I started 217 podcast. Corey gave me everything. It's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. No, we started with this one microphone, and then we got 2, and then we made our way out the closet because Casey was like, "I'll start it in the closet." And I'm like, okay. Probably think of maybe hit the library and reserve a room. But anyway, once him and Ricky want to jump into a closet and do a podcast, I guess that's on them. But they call it In the Closet with Ricky.
Oh my God.
With Ricky and Casey in the closet. I'll make him a little logo if I had time. That'd be pretty funny. We saw the other fake podcast thing I made for Ricky.
Yeah.
The way he was standing, and I like he had this shirt on that said "Sober Sexy," and it was like really super tight. And you'll see it. We have the thing we're going to release a video of our pictures and stuff. That's soon, but you'll see it. But in the picture, like I tried to just remove the background from just him, and I did it automatically, and it left the lady in the background, and I was like, "What?" I didn't even see her in the background. And so then I took a microphone and I placed it in the very strategic part where the microphone goes from his strategic area to this lady in the background. And it was very immature.
You have way too much time on your hands.
Very immature. Well, I think I might, I don't know. Maybe I was asleep. I don't remember.
Well, I do want to give, all the people that are the 217 interns, some props for, continuing on, participating in events and things like that. And, because the UFAM rally was awesome. And that was just the beginning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're still involved, and that's amazing. It shows like a true commitment, and I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim was out there today too.
Yeah. Tim was there. Yeah.
He said hi to me. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But we watched a movie the other day, and we can get into that one too. Killing of the Sacred Deer.
No, we can't because you didn't watch it.
I watched most of it, and then I fell asleep.
No, you didn't. You didn't watch it. You didn't watch what I watched. I don't know. I just need to have a conversation with somebody who watched the whole entire movie, and that's where I need to start.
0 to 5 stars. How many did you give it?
I don't know. Can I do negative?
Whoa. Wow.
It was bad. It was frustrating. I don't know I don't even think anybody's even probably seen it. They make it look good though. They make it look like a good movie.
Yeah, I thought it was like
and it's frustrating because there's just no explanation. Like you can't even get into something, even if you believe it or don't believe it. Like have it be about something. Like if it's aliens, I'm digging it. I'll learn everything you want me to, and I'll get into the whole alien thing, even if I don't believe in aliens. You want to talk about paranormal activity? If that's what it's about, let's do paranormal activity. I'm into it, even if I don't believe it. I'm watching the movie for the purposes of that. I'm in it. It's like, is it about the God and the devil? Is that what's going on? Are we talking about, being possessed? Is that what this is? I don't know, because I can get into it if that's what's happening. But there's like no clarity on the storyline.
Yes, for clarity, and it's
exactly. It was worse than that. It would have been better if it was just that.
Because it seems like when it came out, I tried to watch it and I started it, and I'm like, "What is this dude?" And Colin Farrell's in it, and so is Nicole Kidman. And when it started out, I was like, "Is this dude like pedophile or something?" Like, I don't want to watch this. And I think I turned it off then. So I didn't even get it. I mean, and that was probably my keen sense of a movie sucks was turning it off then. But no, we sat and we watched it because the preview looked pretty good, and I thought, man, it's gonna get better. And I fell asleep.
Okay, so I'll just do a real quick cut and dry. This is what you can get out of it. So this guy's a heart surgeon, and apparently used to be a drinker back in the day. There was a death while he was performing a surgery on this man, but apparently the alcohol wasn't an attributed piece to why the guy died. But point being is, for whatever reason, he felt obligated to kind of keep this relationship with the son of this man. And then he bought him gifts and, would hang out with them and just take him to eat pie and whatever. It was in the kid's just weird, just totally weird. And then he starts pulling away from this kid. And then there's this like flip where he basically says like, you took my dad from me, and so now I'm going to take a family member from you. Doesn't explain how, why, or what's going on. But then he says all your family members are going to become paralyzed. And then after that, they won't be able to eat anything. And then after that, they'll start bleeding from their eyes, and then they'll die shortly after that. So just be ready, and you have to choose which one's going to die. So I don't know if it's like he was the devil or if it's like he was willing this, but they didn't drug him or anything. And then all of a sudden when they started getting sick, they started talking like the weird kid. Really off the wall.
Yeah. I woke up at the end when he was trying to shoot one of them, and he couldn't figure out which one to shoot. So he put this hat over his head and just spun around. It was kind of like, what?
Yeah. So if somebody who's seen that movie has some insight on that I missed something.
So just don't watch it.
Let me know.
If you're like, hey, let's watch this movie, unless you really want to mess with somebody, and then just act like you know what it is, you know what it's about.
It gets better.
Like, no, wait till you find out at the end. Wait till you find out. Oh, they'll hate you. They will hate you because it's a long ass movie too.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's your revenge movie. But no, another one that I really want to talk about was it Six Balloons? Mm-hmm. Is that what the name of it? Mm-hmm. It has my boy Franco's brother. I guess he's a Franco too. David Franco, is it?
I have no idea.
Dave Franco.
I think he will forever be James Franco's brother.
Yeah, I like him. I'd rather meet him than James. I think he's a cool dude.
They look exactly the same.
Yeah, kind of. But he's in it, and he's hooked on heroin. So you have that, and then the sister's kind of having some issues. I think she used to be, but they got to get together to detox, and I remember that part of it. It was one of those movies my mom was like, here, watch this movie. And I'm like, eh. And I was struggling at the time, I think. So I really didn't want to watch this movie. And then I'm like, that's not my drug of choice. So I don't know. You know, I know he's acting like he's dying and all that, but you can't die from that. So I don't know why he's making a big scene about it. You know, like that's how I feel times 10 probably, you know, like, and I really can die from the alcohol withdrawal. That's how I always felt. So watching that was just like, whatever. But looking back at it, it wasn't bad. I mean, it gives a little insight, but you were saying it's more codependent.
Yeah. It's about codependency.
Yeah.
That's what, I mean, obviously the struggle of an addict is in there, and there's some pretty graphic use scenes that I definitely wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody who might be triggered by, specific scenes regarding, shooting up and things like that. But it was about her handling herself and how she basically... The sister, and how the decisions that she made were basically surrounding him and his needs, and how she let important things in her life by the wayside to cater to, his addiction. And at the end, she was like, you need to go to detox. You need to get yourself to where you need to go to, but you're going to need to do it on your own. And it was like, psh, you got to love him enough to let him go.
And then I saw that Ben is Back, which we've seen and we've reviewed before. I think that's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Ben is Back on Netflix. Would you recommend, or which one would you recommend to somebody, say if they're about to go into treatment or just trying to understand addiction? Ben is Back probably would be a better, like, to a family, I guess. I'll maybe watch them both. What the hell? Just don't watch The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Neither of them are real feel-good movies. That's for sure. Ben is Back has a really upsetting ending, but it's real. It's a real ending, and how it goes down sometimes.
What about Beautiful Boy?
That's pretty realistic as well.
So those three movies.
Beautiful Boy.
You're showing that one first.
Yeah.
Followed by.
Probably. Isn't there one called Being Charles?
Something Charles. I know you really Charlie.
Being Charlie, that's what it is.
You really like that one.
I like that one.
Dazed and Confused, just to mix people up. Like, that's how you get there. Watch that movie. Don't be like those kids. They're stupid. But movies can influence kids,
I tried to have you watch The Days of Wine and Roses.
I think that's why they
A long
came up with
time
the
ago.
rating. Wine and Roses. What's up with that?
It's a movie. It was like the first. It's in black and white, and it's got Jack Lemmon in it.
Jesus.
And it's about when Alcoholics Anonymous was born, and how he marries this girl and she accepts him for his. Well, he doesn't admit he has a problem, and then she becomes an alcoholic, and then he gets sober and she doesn't, and then they relapse together, and it's a mess.
Maybe they stopped making it, that movie, or stopped showing it.
You can find it. I found it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I tried to get you to watch it with me. You want to watch it right now?
Yeah, that's what I want to do right now. Yeah, speaking of that, making me watch movies, I was in the kitchen this morning throwing my stuff in my pretty little flower thing that I use to take my lunch in. It's like a flowery little pail that zips up and stuff.
It's your lunch
real,
pack.
Real cute, real pretty. Throw my stuff in there and I'm just like, nothing in it when I told you. And I turn to you and say, take my breath away. And I'm like, why in the fuck? Like, what is going on? Take my breath away. And I'm like, why am I singing Dirty Dancing songs? Oh, that's because I just watched Dirty Dancing for the first time.
Oh, for the first time, people. Mm-hmm. How old are you going to be, honey?
I'll be 44 next month.
44 years old, and the man had never seen the movie Dirty Dancing. I thought he was lying to me.
It was all right. And first I was like, oh, this is about abortion. And I'm like, wait, this is about how you should not get an abortion from some dude who says he's a doctor. And then it flipped back to, well, maybe it is an anti-abortion or maybe it is pro-life. I don't really know. But there was like an underlying message in there.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it had a lot to do with kind of like dating the whole, how things were handled back then in general. But
yeah, because it was supposed to be in the 60s.
Because they were saying it was Dirty Dancing,
Well,
you're
it was. He was like,
you're like, what did you say originally? Is Kevin Bacon in this?
Yeah. Well, I was getting confused with Footloose.
I was like, what did you say?
That one I've seen.
Oh, also, he's not seen Grease either.
Nope.
So we're going to fix that. Don't you worry.
No. I'll have to lose a bet to watch that one.
What? You were in musicals.
No, I was, and I found out it was Pirates of the Pigson or something. And I was like, oh, that's a musical. I'm out. I took an F that semester because I wasn't adulting yet, and I just stopped showing up. I didn't realize that I was supposed to go down there and drop the class. And I wasn't even getting money for it either. It was like stuff I paid.
Wow.
I know. El Stupido. Yeah, real dumb. Yeah, there was no student loans going on then. That was hard-earned money. Yeah.
That's about it.
It was a sad trombone for me. But, yeah, I don't know. We did a little bit of a podcast, and I think that counts for something. And it shows that, yeah, there are days, and I've told people this last few weeks for sure a lot since we've been so tired and busy. Like, there are days where I just don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to do it, but we kind of hold each other accountable sometimes and just get in there and do it, knock it out. But we're done now. So, no. Go to bed.
He scripted that entire thing, just so you know.
I did not. I couldn't even say it again if you paid me money.
But we're done now.
Yes. So it's 9:06 where we're at in the world. And thank you for listening. 217recovery.com is our website. Resources on there. Check out the Recovery Spotlight. It was called something else, but then I changed it back to Recovery Spotlight, which is what it was supposed to be called. But it's on the website. Little journey. Justin's featured in the month of May. I think Tyrone's going to be featured next month. So check that out. If you'd like to be featured, hit me up. We'll put you on the Recovery Spotlight. It's not like you telling your whole crazy story or nothing, but just little tidbits that people can maybe take a little inspiration from. But check it out. It's 217recovery.com. It's also on our app, which is free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. Till Thursday.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app and support recovery by rating us in the App Store.